Yo, what's going on, guys? Nasher here. Today we have on Pierre-Luc Dubois from the Columbus Blue Jackets here to talk to us about anything and everything. We hopped on a live stream and literally talked for hours. He dove into his fight with Sidney Crosby and how that went, and also went into detail about the 5 OT, one of the longest OTs in NHL history. Big thanks to Bauer for making this possible. We're hoping to do this every single week. So if there's anyone else in the NHL or in the hockey community that you want to see on the show, put a comment down below. Also, for this episode, we have timestamps, so if you want to fast forward to certain parts of the show and see what we're talking about, that will be in the description below. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. No, it should be a good one tonight, man.
Yeah, hopefully bring it up to 3, and 1, 2, 3 for me, and we're done.
I like it. You good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, let's do it, man. Good luck. I know you haven't been playing a ton of Chell by the sounds of it, but you've been playing any games at all? Or I know you're on the PS5, right?
Yeah, I just got the PS5. I mean, it's the off season, so we work out in the morning, skate, and then my day's pretty much over. So I've been playing FIFA, I've been playing COD. I just downloaded Chell, so hopefully.
Well, this is a good kind of inaugural game of Chell for you here on the PS5. It'll be a good one. Now, the thing I will say to chat, this guy's not completely inexperienced. So I did this esports event last year, NHL 20. PLD was a competitor in it, and you didn't get knocked first round, right? You made it to like the semis or something, didn't you?
I defend like a champ. That's what gave me a chance.
So he's got a little experience. He's been on the esports scene a little bit. He's talking himself down a little bit, but this could be a good little matchup. Uh-oh. Oh, what a block. Hey,
yeah,
good block.
there it is. There it is.
All right, we got a question. Does your number have any meaning, and why did you pick it?
Yeah. My dad, when he played in the queue.
Going. Oh.
Vasilevsky usually stops that one.
That's unreal. Puck bounces 10 feet in the air and goes in.
Yeah, no. My dad, when he played in juniors, and he had number 11. Then when he came to pros, he took number 18. So my whole life I've been trying to, get number 18. Unfortunately, when you're playing, Bantam and stuff like that, you just get the jersey that they have for you.
Right.
And I got to Columbus, and they asked me, they're like, "Pio, I think Rene Bourque had it before me." They're like, "You want it?" I mean, of course I wanted it, so I said yes, and then there we go. Ooh, oh, sorry, concentrating. Yeah, and then there you go. I kept with number 18.
That's sweet. So you didn't have 18 before you got to the Jackets then?
Yeah, I had it in junior too, actually.
Okay, I got you.
Like in junior is kind of the same thing. They asked me if I wanted, but if it wasn't available, then you can't.
Right.
Get. And then I heard Bob when he went to Florida, he asked I forget which player to have number 18, and he gave him a Rolex and something. So I'm still waiting. I love number 18, but I'm still waiting for a guy to give me a Rolex for it. So
okay, so you would give it away, like a little incentive, you give it away instantly. Okay.
Yeah. So for any guy that might come to Columbus one day, if you want number 18, there's a price for it. But I will give it away.
Dude, you never know. There could be somebody in the chat right now that's, maybe next year getting drafted, makes their way up. Anything's a possibility. Yeah, keep that in mind, boys. Keep that in mind.
I love my dad. I love his number, but everything has a price.
Uh-oh. Oh, little break.
Oh.
Dude, it's close. All right, this is going to be a good matchup. So I played Kirby Doc last week, and he took it to OT. We had an OT game. So I'm saying, from what I'm seeing from you right now, I think it's going to be kind of the same. This has a lot of potential to be in a good matchup.
Last time, the problem with me is that I just poke check the heck out of the game, and then I just get penalties. So now I'm really scared of the poke check. And then you taught me a couple of things that obviously I'm not applying right now.
Oh! What a save!
Walk the line.
So what's your I know you've been playing a couple different games. What's like your best game if you had to pick one? Is FIFA your best, you think?
FIFA would probably be my best, but when I was a kid, I played NHL, but I played a lot of Call of Duty. But then I don't know, for some reason I have in the past like 4 or 5 years, but now I'm back in a big way.
Oh
So
no.
maybe right now, oh my.
Oh, what a save. Dude, the tendies came to play today.
Yeah, maybe right now I'd say maybe COD is my.
So when you say back in a big way, are you saying, you know, would we ever consider doing a PLD stream at some point? Like a lot of NHL guys are getting into the streaming game right now.
No, I would not say I'm at that. I'm the type of guy that, like, when I'm playing, I'm concentrating.
Yeah.
And if it's not going well, the stream would know too quick. So
I got you.
I'd probably need someone like an assistant to press the mute button every once in a while. So
okay.
No,
Okay.
we're gonna be streaming anytime soon.
So me asking you questions throughout this is actually a pretty big advantage to me then, right? You're losing focus a little bit.
Yeah, that's why it's 1-0 right now. That's
okay.
We're not playing bad, but you know, they played a lot better against us in the playoffs than they are right now.
Yep. Wow.
There it is.
Setting up good plays, good saves though. So how's the how's the summer bit, or I guess summer, kind of the off season for you? Like, what have you been up to? Where you been? What's going on?
Sorry, I went to Montreal for a bit. Then stuff started closing. My family, you know, everybody was working, going to school. So then, you know, I had to decide what's best for, you know, my hockey and everything. So now I have 2 dogs.
Okay.
Basically my 2 kids.
Is that so I think I'm hearing maybe some snoring in the background. Is that a human or a dog?
No, that's not a human.
That's a dog. What kind of dog is that? That thing sounds big.
Yeah, that's my my English bulldog. She's,
okay.
She's attached. Let's just put it that way. Oh, is that right? Let's just put it that way. She's attached, so she's sleeping on my feet right now.
Okay. I was gonna say it sounds really close. That makes sense now.
Yeah, I keep like kicking her. You're giving her a little kick, trying to.
No, you're good.
But when she's out cold, and you can't wake her up. But yeah, anyway, so I'd say that is a good chunk of my day. Like I said, my kid. Oh no. Yeah, my kid. Z with an S. Or
what kind of dog's the other?
The other one's a French bulldog. So I have an English and a French.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh my dude, what do I have to do here?
That's why I got. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Got him. Give him a bump.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that recently you got him, or how long have you had both of them?
So my first one's name is Philip. You can
Philip.
spell it. When we're in Montreal, it's with an F, and then when we're in the U.S., it's with a PH.
Okay.
And then the other one's Georgia. I've had Philip for almost a year now, or no, for a year now. So. Oh my. And then Georgia, I got her in May, so she's the new addition to the family.
Nice.
Philip is a fan at times. At times, not so much.
Were you always a big like dog guy growing up? Like you knew you wanted to get dogs, or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've always wanted dogs. I grew up with a dog. Well, 2 dogs actually. So I've always wanted a dog. I love cats too, but one day, not yet.
Yeah.
Right now, I just wanted the. Come on, boys. Yeah, right now I just wanted the 1 dog, or the 2 dogs.
Right. Yeah, you start tossing cats in the mix, and who knows what's gonna happen when you're not there.
Oh yeah, I mean I can't even imagine. the 2 right now already not a handful, but oh come on, Patty. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we just got so I have a husky puppy that's a year-old now, and she is just. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but she is a lot of work for sure, in the best of ways.
Yeah, I mean, I got the 2 because the 1 loves me so much that I wanted to give him, you know, a little friend that can also, you know, entertain him.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's not as much work as I thought. What a poke check, McDonough.
When you get the 2, they can kind of like tire each other out. Oh, what a poke!
Yeah, they can tire each other out, exactly. Like I'll go out to the park or something, and I don't have to. Well, they don't like, you know, to run for balls, so like they don't like to run after, you know, like toys or something. So I gotta I have to run with them basically.
Yeah.
But now they weren't. What are you doing? Yeah. Now they just help each other out here and.
5 seconds. 3. No way. What?
Oh.
Dude.
What's going on right now?
You've had a couple good breaks, man. You've had plenty of chances. You just can't bury.
It's just close the middle of the ice and hope for the best. At some point, turnovers are gonna happen.
What's been like the off-season routine for you, like in terms of getting in the gym or ice or training? Like, what's kind of your day in the life, I guess, average day?
I'd say wake up. The groups here have changed a lot because of. Come on, Vasilevsky.
That was kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you did leave me a little bit open, but that was weak. That was weak.
I mean, I guess it's Radulov. He's got a good shot. I'll give it to him. Come on, boys. John Cooper's not happy right now. Yeah. Wake up, go to the rink, work out, go on the ice, come back, walk the dogs. And ever since the PlayStation the rest of the day, basically.
I mean, hey, it's your off season. You do what you want, you know?
When it started getting cold, I'd say. When it's nice out, like today was nice out, so.
Dude, it was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit today. Like, it was shorts weather out there.
It was like summer in Rimouski, so I'll take it. I mean, for slide.
I like the dive. It's working well for you.
They're trying to teach
one of these. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice save.
All right.
So you're getting on the ice pretty much every day still? Or like have been?
Yeah, like 4 times. I'd say 4. What about it? Oh my God. I'd say 4 times a week. You work out and then we go on the ice Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'd say.
Okay.
So it's a lot of ice, but it's fun. It gives you something to do, or else like you got nothing to do.
So how does it work right now? Not everyone's back. Like you can this is just kind of you want to do this, like you want to get on the ice as much as possible, but you don't really have to, or where are you in the process right now?
We don't have to yet. I mean, I think I don't even know if it's like 100% official, but like where's D2Ds? I saw like the January 3rd. So technically you don't have to be here until January 3rd.
Okay.
It's just like, like I said, I was in Montreal and good save. And everything's closed. Everything was closed there. The gyms and the ice. My family, my friends working and going to school. So, coming to Columbus where I could actually go on the ice and everything. Where I could actually go on the ice was better. Come on, sir. Oh,
get out.
Is this Bishop or is this?
That's Benny.
Open.
Big save. I'm going. Yep. Man, we'll just be chilling, chatting. We're doing a best of 3 series, and he seems to be pretty confident that he's gonna take it to 3 games. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Less and less as the time goes down.
I'm saying with your couple breakaways here, like you bury those breakaways, we got a 2-2 game.
Bishop's just playing the best game of his life.
Oh.
I'll give you that one. That should count for 2.
Oh my, we hit the Datsyuk flip on PL.
Wait, I want to see this.
Go and post that one on Twitter, boys. Tag Duber18. Get him in there. I think it hit off his blocker and still went bar down too.
I think after that, I think I have to retire from I think FIFA. I can't get embarrassed like this. That's just.
Jeez.
My confidence is already low. Now it's crushed. That's not. Hey. A little man's getting.
Oh, that's greasy. That doesn't even count. Nothing you can do on that one.
We're not gonna count this one. That's 3-0.
What's it been like playing for Columbus? Do you like the city, the team? I mean, I guess you're not just gonna say you dislike it, but what did you kind of expect coming into it, and how's it like actually been?
I got a penalty real quick. I got a penalty.
I think you got a 5. So I don't even know where that was.
What?
You got a 5 somewhere. Like maybe it was like a hit from behind or something. I don't know.
Getting the boys ready for game 2. Yeah, so when I got drafted, I didn't know much about Columbus. I visited just before. They showed me around the city. So we got like a little tour. We went to the memorial, if I remember correctly. So that was fun. All right. Yeah. And then, I mean, since I've been here, the guys have been great. You know, the fans have been amazing. You know, everybody's super nice here. You know how it is here. You know, everybody makes you feel at home, and it's such like a community, like a little community vibe to everything that it's fun. You know, you all like the all the community events that we do and stuff like that. It's just so fun to see, and the city's growing. From my first year to now, it's crazy to see how it's changed. So it's been really fun playing here. I know what you're gonna. What is
I got a trip. Little 4-on-4.
Yeah, it's been good here. It's been fun.
Yeah, I think that's like kind of how I feel too. It's like it's it's still that big city vibe. Like there's a lot of people here, but then you get kind of that like small hometown sort of feel at the same time, which is good.
Yeah, and you have the nice suburbs. Oh.
Yeah. You got to get one goal before the end of this. Uh-oh.
These are pinching.
Oh. I'm doing it again. You're not gonna let me get another one here?
No, not like that. Yeah, and then you have the nice suburbs like Dublin and Upper Arlington, and then Cam built the what's it called again?
The Battery. Yeah.
The Battery. Yeah, I skated there a few times. That's a cool little rink, and I think they're making it bigger too. So that's a nice little spot for the kids in Columbus.
Yeah, it's been sweet to see, like, even just over the last few years, like how big youth hockey and everything's getting here too. It's going to be a lot of players like growing up and playing hockey in Columbus that eventually make it to the NHL now, which is sweet. So
yeah, I mean, you see like the Sherwood brothers, Roslovich. It's like you said, it's growing, and it's fun to see. You see like sometimes before our practices, obviously not anymore because of COVID, but you'd see like the minor or the Pee-wee teams and the high school teams watching us before practice and everything. Even my first year, we never saw that. So it's fun to see. Like, I mean, it seems like they're doing a really good job of developing minor hockey. Wasn't Sherwood the first Columbus native to play a game in the NHL this past year?
I think he was, yeah. Or Murphy, one of the two.
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, Murphy.
Probably Murphy was the first, I guess.
Yeah, but for the Blue Jackets, right?
Yeah, that's sweet. We actually, we randomly went out and we were playing roller hockey one day. This was like before the quarantine and everything. And Roslovich and Sherwood were just out there playing roller hockey. So we took them on in a little 2v2. It did not go well for us, as you can imagine.
Where do you play roller hockey here?
So they don't have any indoor rinks anymore. Everything's outdoor. So we usually play at Tuttle Park. It's a little park on OSU's campus.
That'd
and then
cool.
There's have you been to that Westerville rink that I think the Blue Jackets like helped with part of it, the Thomas Knox Memorial Rink?
No, I haven't been.
They do like some programs and stuff there. It's a nice little rink that we play there too. So yeah, there's a lot of good outdoor spots.
I have to try it.
So game number 1. Let's do a little post-game presser. How are you feeling? What do we need to switch? You didn't get on the board, which that's a little rough for the boys, let's be honest. What are we doing going into game 2?
I went with offense with Tampa. We did not score. I think we're gonna have to reevaluate our entire squad here and see what's going on. Might be me, might be them. I'm not sure. I don't know. Bishop was just playing like the game of his life, so there's not much I can do there. I'm just gonna blame it on. I'm just gonna say Bishop played too well for us.
Okay. I'm gonna give you this option now. All right. You can take it or leave it. You can give me a new team. You could give me an AHL team. I'm just going to leave it up to you what you think is the most fair. If you want to challenge, if you don't, whatever you're feeling.
You can keep Dallas, but I will change, and I'm going to go with I'm feeling maybe this the Metro All-Stars.
Okay. I think that's fair. I like that.
I want to see little Jonesy in action. I want to see what the Metro can do. I know what they can do on the ice, so I want to see what they can do in the video game.
Okay, I'll stay with Dallas then. That's fine with me.
I need Ovi for once he's on my team, so I'm gonna need him to. I'm rooting for him for the first time to.
Speaking of that, do you have a guy in the league that's like your least favorite guy to play against?
Least favorite.
Like
how?
either
Least
for yeah,
favorite.
it could be any, like it could be because of his skill or because of the way he plays or acts or whatever you want to take it.
I mean, there's a like if you ask me this tomorrow, it could change. Off the top of my head right now, you look at a guy like like Panarin, for his skill and he's one of the best players. Ovi, skill and physical and all that, and then like a guy like Brendan Gallagher who scores 30 a year and is just going to the net every shift and competes. Oh crap! There we go. Good start.
Good D.
Yeah, so guys like that. I mean, and then on D, like Chara's so hard to play against.
I can't imagine, dude. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, like he's got that long stick. He's got the long stick, got the experience. Like it's like he knows where you're going all the time, and he can keep that gap. And then goalies, Price, Bob. I mean, there's just so many guys, so many good players.
Do you get any do you feel like you have an advantage? Like you played against Bob for so long, just in practice or whatever. Like, is it still the same old? Like he kind of knows what you're doing. I guess he has an advantage too, because he kind of gets to know how you shoot. But is that a thing?
I mean, I don't think I'm one of the guys that found an advantage on Bob.
Yeah.
Even in maybe some guys on our team have, but definitely I don't think I'm one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna go into details here, but I feel like I could read him, but then again, I haven't scored against him, so it'd be kind of weird of me to say, oh yeah, I got him figured out.
Yeah.
I feel like he has me more figured out than I have myself figured out too. But yeah, I mean, even like in the playoffs, playing against Kucherov and Point, every game for those 5 games are so hard to play against.
Do you have a particular moment? It doesn't have to be the playoffs, but your like greatest NHL moment or best feeling that you've had so far?
I mean, beating Tampa the year before was pretty special. Obviously, first time I think in Columbus Blue Jackets history. There it is, the Columbus Blue Jackets history that we made it to the second round. I think my first game at the Bell Center too against Montreal with my family there was pretty cool. I never as a kid went to the Bell Center and watched a game.
Never once?
No,
Really?
I never went to the Bell Center because my dad is a coach also, so he has he couldn't necessarily bring me. We went to watch a World Junior exhibition game one year.
Yeah.
But I never watched the Canadiens in Montreal.
Huh.
So the first time I was there was to play against them. So
dude, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and like my grandfather was there, my grandma, and uncles, all that. So that was like a special experience because a lot of them never came to Columbus. Hey boys, let's go wake up. No.
I had to try.
I know.
Someone in chat's asking, how was the 5 OT game?
Oh my god.
Like what was even what's going through your head at intermissions? Like what are you guys talking about? I want to hear about the insides and outsides of that one.
It was almost like a joke at the end. We were like, is this even real? You know that meme of that kid that's like, is this real life?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it felt. You're like, there's no way we're like, first OT starts and you're like, imagine if it's one of those games where it never ends. Yeah, it's one of those games where it never ends. And then, okay, first OT, you're like, all right, like probably gonna end now. Then the third, you're like, there's no way, there's no way. But then it makes you think like, should they change it? Like at some point, you don't even have you see a 2-on-1 could come if you like. That was nice. You see a 2-on-1 could come up if you like skate. But then you're so tired that you're like, I can't even skate to it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what would you want to see? Like, do you want to see an eventual shootout, or like, the fans hate shootouts and plops especially. Like,
yeah. I think like the shootout in the season's all right, but I think like you said, I think the playoffs, it's such like a history of like overtime and stuff like that. And like, when you're a kid, you dream of scoring like Game 7 overtime goal, like the goal to finish it. Did he just stomp on the goal line?
I think it was like stuck on the outside of the post or something.
Is this like a conspiracy theory again?
Dude.
Yeah, I honestly I think like at some point, I don't know, maybe it's third overtime, maybe it's second. I think at some point it should be like, all right, we're gonna go to 4-on-4, and then we're gonna
Yep.
go to 3-on-3.
I've heard that. I think that'd be good, actually. Yeah, it'd be entertaining still too.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like, also, how many times does a game make it to 5 overtimes? You know, like it's not that often. But I mean, oh my, we were like we had breakfast because it was like a 1 or 2 o'clock game. So like my pregame meal was at 9, and then they're like, all right, like we got pizza for after the game, but like I don't want to have a slice of pizza mid third overtime.
Right.
So
were you guys eating food or like doing anything special between periods or?
Yeah, I mean,
like
you
bananas or whatever.
Yeah, but like the thing is, at some point, you know, they plan before the game. They're like, all right, let's get, you know, I don't know, 15 bananas. Like they know who's gonna eat like what, you know, at that point of the year. So they get like 10 bananas. They get like, you know, a couple oranges. Then at some point, it's like guys are asking for almost like a meal between the periods. It's like, I'm dying here. Like I think who was it, Blake Coleman? That started like the pickle juice. You saw him in the penalty box.
Yep.
So like guys love those on our team.
Loves the pickle juice?
Yeah.
Really?
So, I mean, it was just like guys are just chugging pickle juice just because everybody's just cramping. Like I said, you see an opening in the middle of the ice, maybe a 2-on-1 if you skate to it, but you're so tired you can't even skate. Or the third period overtime, like I'd see an opening, I'd start skating, and then I get a cramp. So I'm like, all right, it's a dump here.
That's wild, man. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, that's kind of why it goes so long, right? Because like you do see those openings, but you just have to get off the ice.
Yeah, like
it's just a continuous cycle of that.
Yeah, like second or third overtime.
Let's go.
I'd say it starts. I haven't scored a goal. I don't even think I have a shot in this game.
You gotta get one goal today. We cannot leave this stream without you getting a goal.
I think Konechny is stopped my OV shot on the goal line.
That was unlucky, yeah.
But yeah, you get to a certain point where I can't even skate. I get something and I get a cramp. I gotta dump it. Come on.
Dude, you gave me the wrong team, I think. Bishop and Ned is just unstoppable.
Yeah, I know. Am I doing something wrong here?
Oh, that's a lucky pickup.
It's all right. I got Jonesy on the... There it is. Jonesy doing Jonesy things. Oh, yeah. What was... You watched the playoffs, right?
Yeah, I was at all the home games for, well, the year before last.
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah, dude, that experience was... I've been to a lot of sporting events and like, you know, Ohio State football games and whatever, and I don't think I've ever heard a place as loud as that building, man.
Man, when Brad scored that, there it is.
Oh,
Brad.
Speaking of Brad scoring, there it is. The first goal of the night. Let's go. It's a greasy one, but you take those.
Thank you, Brad. Jonesy with the assist too. I'll take it. That's if I lose this best out of 3, which looks like I might. I'll take this as my trophy. I'll take this as a win.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he speaking of Brad, when he scored that, sorry, I have to replay that so I can sleep tonight. When he scored that empty net goal to finish the game. Oh.
It was unbelievable, man.
Yeah, my family was there, and here we go, boys. My family was there, and they're talking to us after the game, and I'm like, I can barely hear. You know when you hear them almost like an echo.
Oh, we're back. Yeah, dude. I felt weird the next day. Just my hearing was off and stuff with how loud that place was, dude.
Yeah, my ears were ringing for a bit, but it was amazing. And then even I'd say the game 1 against Boston, or the game 3, I guess, when we came back and played, when we got on the ice and the cannon went off and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was so loud. It was so fun to play too, and I mean, good series. I think it could have gone either way.
So how much does the atmosphere and the fans in general impact you? I guess give me 2 answers. Give me the regular season answer and then the playoff atmosphere answer, I guess. Are you hearing the people in the stands that yell shoot it every 3 seconds? Or have you just completely tuned those guys out, or what are you feeling on the bench or on the ice?
So I feel Regular season, obviously playoffs, different atmosphere. You hear them more. I think when you're in the middle of it, like when you're in the middle of the game, you know, you're on the power play or something, I don't necessarily hear the people that are yelling to shoot. But when you're on the bench, you know, and you have like the fans right behind, you definitely hear them.
Yeah.
But then like, man, regular playoffs, like I said, against even in Boston, it's just like, I know there's like a home ice advantage to it, you know, because it's like your fans, but it gets you going either way. Like the fans get you going either way, like whether they're your home fans or not.
Oh. Okay. That's kind of dirty.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, hey, we got a game here.
Boys are back.
All right.
Metro's helping me out here.
So for you, like hearing the silence of the opponent's fans is like equally as motivating as hearing the screams of your own fans, kind of thing.
Yeah, and getting like boos and stuff like that. Like my dad, like, you know, when you're watching TV as a kid and like you're like, oh, how does this guy, you know, play with, you know, every time he touches the puck, people boo him. I like, no, it's actually, I mean, it's a compliment, right? It means you're doing something right out there. Maybe they don't like you, but I mean, you're doing something that's bothering them, so that must be good somehow.
That's cool. Yeah, I never really thought about the away, not advantage, but like that can kind of motivate you a different way than.
Yeah, and even when they are like, you know, yelling and stuff, like, it's just like, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know for everybody, but I'm just a kid when I'm out there, you know, like you're just like a kid having fun playing hockey.
Yep.
So when you dream of like having these fans yelling and you dream of like the atmosphere and all that. So it's like every game that it is, you know, loud and people are yelling, it's just like almost like brings you back to like when you're dreaming of it. But you know, it's crazy that it's actually happening in real life. Come on. Ooh.
Yeah, that's wild, man. For you, like growing up, did you kind of always know that you were gonna make the NHL, or is it something you realized later? Like, when did you start to realize your dreams were kind of becoming a reality, I guess?
I'd say, like, when you're a kid. Well, I mean, for me personally, I was just playing hockey because it was my passion. It was fun. Like, I wasn't necessarily like, I worked hard, but I mean, I loved skills and I didn't care about turnovers, you know, like I'd spoon at the blue line and stuff like that. And and it was just like, you know, it's fun. I wanted to score goals. And then I think when I turned 16, and so like kind of late really when you think about it, like when I turned 16, we played the Ramparts in the playoffs, Duclair's team. And
Hey, you're getting the greasy goals now. You get some bounces, okay?
Brett
Dude,
again.
Brett, are you kidding me? All right, hey, it's time to turn up here in the third. We're gonna have a game.
Let's keep talking here. It's working. Yeah, when I turned 16, we in the playoffs. One scout, who's friends with my dad, just told him, like, you know, PL played well. If he keeps playing well like that, you know, I could see him. Oh my!
I almost snuck in.
I could see him maybe getting drafted. You know, early next year, maybe like, you know, end of first round or beginning of second. And that's when sorry, my dog's barking. That's when I realized, oh, holy crap. I mean, if I start taking this a little bit more seriously, maybe I can, you know, maybe I could play in the NHL, you know?
Jeez.
So, yeah, I mean,
you said at 16, that's when you really started to rev it up?
At the end of my 16-year-old year.
Jeez.
At the end of my 16-year-old year, I realized I was like, I worked hard and all that, but I never for 1 second thought that I'm gonna play in the, or maybe even
what a save.
I never for 1 second thought that I was doing it to play in the NHL. I was just doing it because, you know, I was having fun with it. And then, like I said, the scout, you know, told my dad, you know, I could see him maybe, you know, if he keeps playing well, maybe he'll get drafted first round or second round or something like that. I was like, are you serious? Like, me? Like,
dirty. So what kind of like changed with your mindset and with your training, like when you started taking it more serious like that? Like, what was kind of the flip of the switch that changed everything for you?
So like my mindset, I mean, like I worked hard. I'm not saying I didn't work hard or anything, but I was just doing it because like I had fun. Oh, mom, boys. I was just doing it. I gotta stop talking here. I was just doing it because it was fun. So then I guess, you know, I kept working out. But then that summer I went to Montreal. So I'm from Rimouski, It's 5 hours from Montreal. I went to Montreal to train more seriously. So I think that's what started kind of the. Oh, here we go, dude. That's what kind of started it. And then after that, I went to the Ivan Linka tournament for Hockey Canada. That went really well. And then from there, I started playing center also that year, which I think helped. But yeah, I was talking about this with Borky the other day, and like that feels like 3 years ago to me.
Yep. Yeah, that's wild.
And it was like 6 years ago. It's crazy how time flies sometimes.
When you started to take it more serious, I guess like actually we'll say like when you got to the NHL, do you feel like your play style has had to change too? Like you said, you were kind of a flashy guy. You liked kind of like dangles and dekes, and now I'd consider you more of like I don't know, more of a power forward now. Like, did something change, or did anyone tell you to change, or did that just kind of happen naturally?
I think it just happened like naturally. Like at some point, I turned my attention to less toe drags and more like winning, and trying to help my team win and not just score goals. So at some point, when I was probably 15, I was like, look, I can score and also, work hard and forecheck well and, do a bit of everything. So, thank you so much.
That's the first breakaway goal for you. Finally made one. That's a good finish.
Yeah, and then I got to the NHL. Man, my first camp with Torts, I was not ready. I was like, yeah, big summer in Montreal. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, I worked really hard, skated a lot. I'm ready to go. I was not ready to go. Like first preseason game. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to play.
Yeah.
Skate, I think 30 minute bag skate at the end of the morning skate. I was like, oh my God, I'm not playing well tonight, that's for sure. And then sure enough, I didn't play really well. And then I'm like, is this like serious right now? And also after my draft, so I think the year before, Boston's like, they had the 3 first-round picks, and all 3 of them failed like a test in development camp. And that was like a big news. Like, I remember reading it like top prospects for Boston fell like their development camp off ice test. I'm like, wow. I mean, that must be like not fun and all that. And then after my draft, so I got drafted like on a Saturday. Sunday, Columbus like, all right, Sunday you're gonna. I got drafted Friday. They're like, Sunday you're coming to Columbus, but Saturday night just enjoy it with your family, because I had my family there. Obviously, enjoy it with them. We're gonna fly to Columbus Sunday, but we're not doing anything. Like we're just gonna have like a little like first slow day. I'm like, all right, fine. Go to bed at like 3 or 4. All night with my family. We had like a house on like a beach, so we had like a fire and all that. Wake up, go to the airport, show up in Columbus at 10. They go, all right, 2-mile run. You gotta run. You gotta run under 12 minutes, and it was like 95 outside. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, like 12 minutes. I haven't worked out in probably a week. I haven't done anything. I haven't skated all summer. So obviously I did not. I ran in like 13:58, and I'm like, please.
Dude, that's still a good time though. I mean,
yeah, but not for here,
Right, right.
Please, nobody say anything. Like, I don't want the media to know anything of this.
Yeah.
Like, they tell me at the end, they tell me the old, yeah, I mean, you got to work on your cardio. It has to be a lot better. I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't I'm not going to give an excuse. I'm like, all right, I guess it's my cardio. I show up to camp. I ran, like,
what a
only
save.
like 4 or 5 guys got under 12. But at camp, I show up, I run like 12:10. I'm like, oh yeah, you really worked on your cardio this summer. I'm like, yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, they're like, oh, what a hard worker. I was like, yeah. I couldn't run when I did it in June, but now, so it's normal. But yeah, at my first camp, like, I had to change my mindset and everything to, it's not a game anymore. Now it's like, people's jobs, and it's
Right.
It's a job now. It's not just you to go out there and play and have fun with the guys in junior and just go to school and then come home and that's it.
What was kind of your mindset or your thoughts on Torts after you got drafted, like before you were with the team, and then kind of now?
When when I got drafted, it was my birthday and also his. So, I mean, I think everybody knows Torts, or from the outside knows Torts from, you know, the media.
Yeah.
Which could be scary for an 18-year-old. So that was my first impression. I was like, oh, here we go. And then, you know, once you get to know him, he coaches you, you realize that he does have that side in him, but he's also not just that, you know, he's a lot more than that.
So the series has officially come to an end, the best of 3. You did get 2-0'd, but I gotta say the improvement that we've seen from game 1 to game 2, you have a lot of potential for sure. Now,
yeah,
I usually wouldn't do this, but this is a special occasion. All right, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. We play one game of arcade threes where anything can happen. The money puck's on. You know, it'll maybe give you a chance. You feel it?
Deal. I'm feeling confident about that one.
I think you might have a big W in you here.
Yeah, I just need that one goal. Like are there the double pucks? Like
yeah,
two
there's a puck that's a -3 that gives your opponent a -3 and gives you 1, so it's like a 4-goal swing. So
yeah, we can do that.
This will be a battle. I think the chat will like this one for sure. He's willing to answer anything, as you can see. So
I got no filter. I'll tell you the truth.
I like that. This is a good one. This is a good no filter question. How was that fight against Sidney Crosby?
It's kind of like I mean, he was one of my favorite players growing up. I think he was a lot of people's one of his favorite players. I knew him a little bit, and then it's not like I wanted, it's not like I instigated it or anything. But then, like, you know, it happens, and during it, it's just like survival of the fittest, you know, like it's either him or it's me. But then, like, towards the end, I'm like, at the end when it's like, you know, dwindling down, I'm like, I'm fighting Sidney Crosby here.
Dude, that is wild.
That's pretty, like, that's
not a lot of people have done that.
Yeah, and I'm like, exactly, you know, if you're at Sidney Crosby fight, it's not like, you know, 80 names come up. I mean, now I don't know, it's probably like 5 to 10. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But and then like as we're going to the penalty box, I'm thinking, I can't even imagine the texts I'm gonna get from friends and people. Like how many texts from my friends am I gonna get, and how many like messages on Instagram am I gonna get from like people insulting me, or like people like what are you doing fighting Sidney Crosby, like stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, it's one of those things that I'm gonna remember obviously for probably the rest of my life, because it's, I mean, I would have never thought when I was a kid that this is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's wild, man. All right, here, we'll pick up our teams here. What I'll let you go again. You pick whoever you want. So when you score a highlight reel goal, or, you know, like that Sidney Crosby fight or whatever it is, are you going on YouTube the next day and like watching it back, or do you just like tune out social media completely, never look at it again? Like, what do you do?
I'm watching.
Really?
I'm watching it. I'm like, hey, how did I do here?
That's sweet. I always wondered that, like, if you, I don't know if NHL players are like me, like if I score a sick goal, like I'm clipping it and I'm watching it back tomorrow, and you know, everything. So I
can ask like the video guy to cut it out for me or stuff like that. So sometimes I do that for myself, but I mean, I probably watched my fight with Sid like 10-15 times.
Really? Okay, that's good to know.
Like, oh, that's really you out there, you know what I mean? Like it's surreal stuff like that, like, you know, or scoring like a big goal. Like I rewatched like the hat trick against Toronto, because I'm like, it's one of those things that kind of feels like it didn't happen. But I'll go on YouTube and search stuff. I also got a lot of time on my hands, so so we got one game. We'll do like a play to 10, money pucks on. Could be over in 3 goals. Could be over. It could take a little while. Who knows? That's the beauty of it. I'm going with Eastern mascots. I'm feeling them. Do you want me to go mascots as well? We could go Westies, or you want me to? Yeah, go Western. I'm feeling Stinger. He's got that big head, so hopefully, hopefully there's something in there. Stinger getting the shout out. I think he was in chat watching. Stinger, PLD is picking the Eastern mascots just for you. All right. Hopefully there's a brain in there and he could score a few goals. So at the end of this stream, we're giving away a Nexus Geo. Chat wants to know what stick you're currently using, what blade, flex, everything. Oh my god. right now.
Do you switch a lot? Are you like contemplating? Do you switch a lot?
Yeah, so right now I asked our Bauer guy. I was watching one of our games this past week against the Kings, and I wanted to try Kopitar's stick. So I asked him to send me, you know, his flex and his curve and everything. So I got that this week. I was practicing with it. I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. I didn't stick. I don't think I'm gonna stick with it. I think he's a unique player, and that's his unique stick. But I got Gritty too. I forgot about him. That's a win. But yeah, so I mean, I switch a lot. Like I like switching around. It's it makes it interesting, makes it fun. And I don't know about everybody else, but me, I don't know what, but I feel like a different player. Like, you know, if I tape my stick just in the middle, I feel like I'm a different player than if I tape it all the way, or if like I tape it in black or something like that. So like, I like switching around. If like I'm in a slump, maybe I try a different curve or something like that. I think it's all mental, but I just put it on the stick.
So I know there's a lot of guys that will like, they'll be like, you know, I want to add like a 1/4 inch of curve to like the toe of my stick. You're just like, I like Kopitar. I like the way he plays. I'm gonna try to say, like, you're that easy.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay.
If I don't like it, I just go back to my old, you know, to the stick I already had. But who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe I'll fall in love with the stick. And I got 3 righties.
I think I think all the mascots are righties actually. Oh no, I've got a lefty. Yeah. All right, first to 10. It's gonna be
That's a 1-goal puck. We're good.
Yeah, they're all good. So do you? I mean, I know there's a lot of guys that use still like, you know, sticks that are 5 years old or whatever. Do you use like the new top of the line sticks and try out like the new tech? Do you like your old school stick, or like what are you rolling with right now?
So I'm one of the I'm one of those guys that honestly I just tell, you know, Nick's my rep for Bauer. There we go. I just tell Nick, all right, whatever you got for me, send it. And if I don't, you know, sometimes it's all mental, man. It's all mental. It's like, oh, it's a bad batch. It's not a bad batch. It's just I'm playing bad here.
Right.
Put on the batch of sticks, you know, and so I'm just like, just give me whatever you got, and I'm gonna face the consequences later on.
That's sweet. Yeah. I didn't know that there were any players like that. I thought everyone was like super strict on their blade and everything, but it's good to know. So no excuses for anyone in the chat. If you're playing bad, it's on you. It's not on the stick. That's confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, guys most guys I'd say are like, you know, stick to their stick, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun to change, and who knows, maybe you'll find something more fun.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Stinger, you gotta bury those.
Give me like that.
Oh, we do have a -1, so oh my gosh, no. So I get a -1 and you get a +1. So those are big goals right there. Big goals.
Those are the ones I need right here. Where's Gritty? I need him on the ice here.
He must be on your bench. I think you can change it in 45. It'll be a little intermission.
Stinger, I love you. But Gritty. What can I say? Gritty terrifies me, but also makes me laugh. So I need him on the ice.
What do you think about the Blue Jackets reverse retros? You like them?
Yeah, they're nice. They're.
What is happening? I just tucked that in my own net a little bit there.
Yeah, they're nice. I like the. What are we gonna do with the pants? Like now, you know, we have the red pants.
Dude, I think it's confirmed blue. I think it's confirmed. It's like blue pants with a red stripe on the bottom of them. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. My favorite part of our jerseys right now. Okay, here we go. Gritty, get on here. My favorite part of our jerseys right now is the red pants. To be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I think they're clean.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the blue pants, if we're being honest. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I like the jerseys. They're nice. I think they're clean. You know, they look good. There's a lot that look good. But I think ours has to be, you know, one of the top. I feel like.
I agree. Yeah.
I was interested to see what they do with Anaheim, because, you know, I saw you tweeting today about the Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah, did you see that trailer they put out?
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it is offside, but I'm still.
Nah, it's close. It's close. I don't know.
The D2 one is offside. No.
Well, here's the thing. So you see it. So they didn't do a great job with the filming. It's from one angle, it looks like it's about to be on, but then they switch to a different angle, like mid-play as they're crossing the blue, and it's off. So it's like it's a 50-50. It could be on, could be off. I don't know.
Okay.
Were you a big Mighty Ducks guy growing up?
But that was my favorite movie by a mile.
Which one? Which one are we talking? D1 or?
I think I'm a D1 guy. D2, and then I think D3 when they go to the prep school.
Yeah.
You know, and then Gordon Bombay, you know, might not be their coach that year. I think I shed a tear at that point. But I'm a big D1 guy. I'm still waiting to score a knuckle puck.
Yeah.
Torts probably wouldn't be happy to hear this, but I kind of want to mid-game at one point stop at the blue and then just like jab at the puck, get a knuckle puck going. If I score, demand Keenan Thompson to like do something with me, because I mean that's the signature him. So.
That would be iconic. Yeah, you could do the gunner stall on your next shootout attempt and just stop at the top of the circles and rip it into the glove. That's another good strat.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't watched that movie in such a long time, but yeah, isn't I need Julie the cat in net though.
Oh my. There's a chance this is basically game. We got a 3 money puck. There's a -3 coming up too, but. So what did you see that new trailer today? What are we thinking? Lots of people are hating on it.
I'm excited. No.
Oh, let's go. They still have -3 for you though.
I need this next goal. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's so hard to do like a classic, you know, like all our memories are from D1, D2, D3, and then like now it's obviously later on, but I'm excited. I'm going to watch it for sure.
Dude, the thing that I think the thing that people forget is like, listen, D1 and D2, D3, they were great movies, but like if those came out now, we would be hating on them too. Like they were cheesy in the best way possible, but that's what made them good.
Yeah, there's
same thing could be said for this.
There's a scene. It's when Charlie learns that Bombay is not going to coach him for the year.
Yeah.
I watched it, I think, 2 years ago with Borky. We're in Minnesota, and it was on TV the night before, and Borky's like, come to my room, come watch this movie. I watched it. We watched it for like 2 minutes, and that was the scene, and I was like, oh my, did I watch this as a kid? Like, come on. But it's so good. Then I kept watching it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is why I watched it here. When the Bash Brothers come back.
Yeah, you got the Bash Brothers, and you got the guy that brings out the rope and lassos a guy mid-play. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that's just inexplainable that makes it special, you know?
Man, to this day.
Yep. Oh, what a save.
To this day, my mom, because I made her watch it, you know, like 1,000 times as a kid. Was that the -3?
Nah, I think it's the next one. Yeah, that would have been a big goal. So if you get this next goal, then you're up. It'll be 7-5, I think. Yeah.
My mom, to this day, I'm not even kidding. Every time I'm behind the net in a game, I'll be behind the net, and I don't know, I'll make a pass or whatever, and then after the game, my mom will be like, "Yo, I thought you were gonna Ken Wu that." I'm like, Joe, stop it. Like,
that's hilarious.
That joke's 10 years too old. Oh no, I thought you were gonna Ken Wu, go through the guy's legs and wrap it around. I'm like, yeah, that's not hockey right there, but thanks for the encouragement.
Oh. No way. Wait. I think we got a penalty shot. Yeah. It wasn't a bad pen though.
No, I need it. I can't take the -3. I can't score a goal.
Tommy. Datsyuk flip. Yep. Nice. Hey, we got Price in net.
Yeah, I feel safe with Price in net. It was such a good movie, but like, yeah, if it came out today, I feel like people would have a hard time watching it. I mean, as adults too, like as a kid.
What a rip. All right, you got a bit of a road to come back here now. 7-1. Played at 10.
This might be the end. Our confidence is not high.
Speaking of the Kenny Wu, do you practice any like weird moves that you would never try in an actual game? Like, have you worked on the Svechnikov or I don't know, the Kucherov or anything weird like that?
Oh, I mean, I'd like to try the Michigan or the Svechnikov or the, I mean, Crosby did and Rimouski. I'd like to try that in a game. Probably be my last shift with Torts if I tried it. So yeah. I might if it doesn't work. If it does work, I mean, that's the thing. You know, like you go on a 2-on-1 with a guy, he shoots and he scores, you can't say anything, even if you're open. So if I try in the game and it works, I don't think they can. But if I don't score and it's a turnover and then, you know, same shift is back of our net, I think I'm just gonna sit on the bench, look at Torts, and be like, I'm just gonna take myself out for the sake of it. But
that's fair.
I'd love to try that. Or I mean, even the Kucherov. I think if I had a choice, I try the Svechnikov because, like, worst case scenario, you drop the puck.
That's what I've always thought too. Like, at worst, maybe the puck drops behind the net. Maybe you get decked. I mean, that's a possibility. Yeah, at best, like, you score it. I mean, it's not the worst move to try because you're not like throwing away a good opportunity behind the net, really.
Yeah, like if you try the Kucherov and the goalie just looks at you like, and he's like, "What are you doing?" There it is. We got a goal. Yeah, and the goalie looks at you and then like just like shuffles it to the corner.
Yep.
I automatic change. I'm not even going for a rebound. I'm going straight to the dressing room. I'm taking myself out of this. But like also, did you see like the Kirby Dack did at the World Junior Camp, like the pass on
the little kick pass? Yep.
I've been thinking of doing that for like 6 years, and I've never had the courage to do it in a game. Oh crap! That's a 2.
Nice save. Have you done it in practice though?
I've done it in practice once.
Okay.
Was not filmed, so I could be lying. But if I could do that in a game, I think I'd rather do that than like a Kucherov, you know, because like Kucherov did his in a game. Svechnikov did in a game. Yeah. Dak did in a practice. So if you can do that in a game and the guy scores, I mean, you're the first to do it.
Yeah, the move is officially like called, like it's your name now. Yeah, that's the move, right?
Yeah, everybody forgets about Dak after that. So if you can do that, I mean, you might see me trying that out at some point this year. So
I just played him last week. And we talked to him about this, and he said that he will probably never try that in a game. Because like you said, it's one of those moves where I think it's even worse than the Kucherov because it's a 2-on-1 that you're potentially throwing away. Yeah. So I don't know. You might have some time because I don't think he's trying it. At least that's what he said.
I think it's one of those moves that like you do when you're in tight. You know, like not like a straight up 2-on-1 from the middle of the ice. I think it's one of those where it's like you're attacking the net from a corner, 2-on-1. And then you do that. So I think if it's like that, then it's more, you can just say, oh yeah, if it doesn't work, you just say, like,
puck got lost in my skates or whatever. Yeah, that's true.
But like a straight 2-on-1, you got no excuse if it doesn't work.
All right. Oh, we got a 2. Oh, I didn't even notice. We got a 2 -3. Like, you score the next 2, we got a game again. Pretty much going to be over within the next 3 pucks. So, wheels. B-shot. Okay.
I trust Bryce. I trust him.
I feel like I want to get fancy, but I kind of have to bury this too. I don't know. What do you want to see here? You know what? Since we were talking about it, let's try a little Kucherov. Nah, see, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It either goes in or you look really dumb and there's like no in between.
Yeah, it's like what's the move? You know, like the between, like not between your own legs, but you know, like you go backhand and then tuck it in between the goalie's legs.
Yeah.
You ever see like when Sedin tried at one point in the shootout and he just like passed on the goalie's pads?
Yeah.
I have never gone like if I go backhand, I've never gone between the goalie's legs because I'm too scared that he's just gonna look at me like, are you stupid?
Yeah, I feel that.
I'd rather a nice glove save and, you know, I try my best, coach. Then like, what are you doing, PL? Like, you didn't even try a move. You just went straight for the goalie's 5-hole.
How nervous are you? Like, you've done so many shootouts in your life or whatever, but how nervous are you of like having that Marchand situation where you just leave it? Like, is that ever something you think about, or is that such a one-off thing that you're not worried about it?
I think of that all the time, actually.
We're finding out a lot about you today that the people didn't know.
My first goal in a shootout in my life was in the NHL against Philly, my first year, I think.
Ooh, big goal.
Torts goes to me. He goes, you good in a shootout? And I'm like, listen, Torts, I'm not going to lie to you. I've never scored in a shootout in my life. He goes, all right, you're next. And the whole time I'm thinking, okay. I mean, you know, I know what to expect. I'm not going to disappoint myself here.
Yeah.
And then I score, and I'm like, maybe.
What was I don't know what your first one was, to be honest. What was your move on that one?
I just went. So one of my junior coaches was like, he knew that I was horrible in a shootout. So he's just like, he's just like, you know, just bring it wide and come back in, and you know, just you'll see where the goalie's at. All right, I'll try that out. Tried it out. Went top cheese blocker side. Scored. Yep. And I'm like, all right, maybe I'm onto something here. And then I think I missed 2 in my career. Like I've gone maybe 6 times. I missed 2.
Okay.
We're more of a do or die in a shootout team.
Yep.
So, oh come on. So like we haven't made it to a shootout a lot.
Between the legs, game winner. Oh, Sharky.
But like all my moves. You know, like Oshie, he always has like that same like route he takes to start.
Yep.
That's kind of me, except I don't have Oshie's confidence, nor do I have his he knows what he's doing move.
Right.
It's just like, all right, hopefully the goalie misplays or misplaces himself and gives me something, because if he doesn't, it's gonna be
what a dive.
A pass off pad. You should see. Should see Foligno in a shootout, by the way, name dropping him. Hopefully you never have to see him in a game, and you just see him in a practice, because he's got a tough move that he does it every time in practice. It never works, and I think that's why he doesn't go in the game.
Okay.
But
has he?
Yeah.
He hasn't been in a shootout, really?
I mean, he probably has at some point, but in our practices, he always tries this one move. And if it works, it's one of those you'd be like, wow, that was beautiful. But if it doesn't work, it's one of those you're like, is this guy serious? Like, why is this guy in a shootout here? I mean, I don't think he'd do it in a game, because if he does and it doesn't work.
That's hilarious, man. Hey, honestly, I'm just gonna say it. I think you're definitely that's definitely the most improved I've ever seen. Over like from game 1 to what we saw at the end, you were a completely changed man. For real. Okay,
10-0 does not justify.
Nah, there was like a -3. I hit like 2 -3. So I think you had 6 total.
Yeah.
And you ended up with 0, yeah. Well, that was good, man. We all appreciate you coming on. It was a blast. We'll definitely have to do this again at some point. Maybe we could, instead of playing versus each other, we could do like a little 2v2 or something.
Please.
We'll get Warinsky on and maybe run some 3s or something, since he's always chirping me for keeping these games close. So
exactly.
It was fun, man. Appreciate you coming on for sure. And, best of luck going into the season. Enjoy the Christmas and the last few days here you have off, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks, you too. Thanks for having me, and Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. And hopefully real hockey starts back soon.
Sounds good, man. We'll all be rooting you on. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Peace. Good stuff, boys. What a legend, man. PLD the legend. That was fun, boys. That was a lot of fun. He's a great guy, man. Literally, it just feels like I've talked to him a handful of times before this, but it literally feels like you've known him for years, man. It's crazy. You could just talk to him about anything.